Got my man J. Cole, wanna be free. That brother said all we wanna do is take the chains off, man. My man J. Cole, one of the best out there now. Alright, we're back. Welcome to DD2. If you've not subscribed, please do that. I'm working on my YouTube, man. They took it down, man.
They took your YouTube channel down?
Yeah.
Wow.
I have no idea.
Wow.
They're trying to take the black man there.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
I don't know what happened, man. That's just a joke. Yeah. Yeah, I got to redo that again.
Yeah, definitely.
We got a whole lot of topic, and I'm gonna start building it up from Facebook again.
Yeah.
I want you guys to subscribe. Okay, shout out to J. Cole for this song. I love this Be Free, man. Y'all go check it out on YouTube. Alright, we back. You asked, we were going to talk about solution, but he brought up a valid question. Did the cop get arrested?
Well, you know, it's all over the news that there's been an arrest.
Yeah, before I came now, yeah.
Why didn't we see it? Why didn't we see it? Every time, you know, there's 100 videos of black men being arrested, but why haven't we seen this cop get arrested? Why wasn't that filmed to give us, you know,
a sense of relief?
Exactly, a sense of relief that it actually happened. How do we know he's not somewhere in protective custody?
That's valid. That's a very, very valid question.
You know, as a matter of fact, why haven't we heard anything about any of these cops that supposedly went to jail? You know, any kind of video made showing that they are in fact in jail.
So it seems like they're still being protected.
We don't know.
What do you think? What do you think?
What I'm saying is the possibility. You know, like we see all kind of videos on Big Meech and all these old drug dealers that went to jail back in the 80s, still in jail. We see that there's been documentaries made, all kind of stuff that lets us know that these people are in prison. How do we know that all of these cops that killed unarmed black men, how do we know if they're really in prison?
But can we Google it and see though? Like, I don't even know the name of this guy.
But we're talking about the internet. Okay, they can put a fake date, booking, all that kind of stuff. I'm talking about a real life documentary of all of these cops that has killed unarmed black men that supposedly went to prison. You know what I'm saying? We don't see that. We never see that. We never even see them get handcuffed. we just see a new.
We see them in court. Like maybe they go to court.
We might see them in court. And you know what? Most of the time we see them in court, we see them getting off.
I know about Trayvon. That one. Well,
that's George Zimmerman.
That George Zimmerman.
Yeah,
that was the last one that happened. It was another one that just got in jail though. I forgot. After Trayvon Martin, something else happened. I forgot.
For all we know, these men have been moved somewhere on the other side of the United States,
maybe
off in the country somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's a valid question.
They name change and everything. They go out with a hat and a fake beard to the grocery store now. How do we know that these guys are in prison? We don't.
So would you think that's why this stuff will never stop?
There's a possibility.
And then
it's not going to stop until we make it stop. Here's the thing, man. I don't care who you are. If you've done something wrong, if you committed a crime, you should go to jail.
Period.
Okay, now that's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it just seems like it's us that can lose our lives just going over here to Publix. You know what I'm saying? It's just too easy for us. It's too easy for us to lose our lives and nothing happen.
You said the other cops too, because it's only one that have been arrested.
That's right.
What do you think should happen to the other cops that was there?
Listen, they didn't stop it. They see the man. The man is saying, "I can't breathe. all of these other people around telling him, hey, look, he's saying he can't breathe. If just the main person in the front got up off of him, you know what I'm saying? He probably would still be alive right now. But you have so much hatred that it made you feel good to make this guy feel this type of misery.
That's a lot of pain, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Whew,
That's
that's
what
a
I'm saying.
lot of
It
pain.
made him feel so much power killing this man.
Hands in his pocket, straight chilling.
Exactly.
Oh my God. You know, I have to say this. We've been blessed. We can say that.
Yeah.
You know, this is actually our neighborhood. He stays very close to me. It's okay neighborhood.
Yeah.
We doing good.
No
We okay.
complaints.
We can't complain. Man, do you know the other day, like I work from home now, and on my lunch break, go walk around the neighborhood. I wore my hoodies and my tracksuit, like so that you sweat,
Yeah.
you know, in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Yo, you know when I was walking around my neighborhood, I was running around. I saw someone. I'm not gonna tell you the color. I'm not gonna do none of that. You know, the first thing the person said was like, "It's kind of hot wearing hoodies."
Yeah.
That's what the person said. You know what I did?
What?
Because my mind is playing so much tricks on me nowadays.
Yeah.
I actually stopped to explain myself to this guy. Like, oh yeah, you know, my house is right here.
Yeah.
You know, I own the property here. And also, I'm just jogging because I work from home.
Yeah.
So that he has a sense of comfort level.
Uh-huh.
But when I left there, you know what was going through my mind? If something should happen right now, it's gonna be one description. Oh yeah, there was a black guy
A black guy with a hoodie.
with a hoodie.
Exactly.
like
Period. And to be honest, man, that's what I tell my son. Your appearance can make you a target. Your appearance can make you something for somebody to complain about. You know what I'm saying? You can go out the house, no plans to commit any kind of crime or do anything, but just because of what you're wearing, because you're black, makes you some kind of a threat. So you need to pay attention to what you wear when you leave this house.
So I ask you that question again.
Yeah.
You said threat. Do you think people are just scared of the black man or they don't understand us?
No, listen, man. Like, okay, when you're talking about single events
Yeah.
versus the big scale of things, it's two different answers. Okay, you know, black man running through a neighborhood with a hoodie on at night. All right, okay. Just that neighborhood might be saying, oh, well, you know, he's probably up to something or something like that. That's called being concerned.
Okay. Well,
Okay, now, that's why I told you, America does not fear the black man. You know what I'm saying? Like, to America, we are the person that gets bullied. You know what I'm saying? We have no power. Actually, we have power. We just don't know how to use it. Like I say, money. We got money. We got money. We're just spending it on the wrong
We don't trust
things.
each other either, though.
We're spending our money on the wrong things. You know, we could have bought a couple of islands by now. You know what I'm saying? With the power of the black dollar, we could have bought a couple of islands and left. You know what I'm saying? There are islands for sale that can house as many black people as
Why
the
do you
United
think?
States has.
Okay, I know we said this before. I think right now, this era now, is when we have some of the most a lot of black money is available now. We're rich now. Let's just start from our neighborhood. With all this money that is floating around, if we cannot fix where we call Jay-Z made that song, it was like back in the days when I was buying rims, I could have bought
Exactly.
some real estate.
Exactly.
Guess what I am now, dummy?
Yeah.
He sings about it now. Why can't we, with all the money we have now, fix our neighborhood?
We can. We just
What is
we
the
don't want to
problem?
spend our money on that. We don't want to spend our money on that. We'd rather fix the inside of our house. That's it. We don't even care about painting the outside. That's it. We just all we care about is what's surrounding us.
How
right
do we
here.
change that mentality?
Teaching our children to think in a way that we didn't think. Like we're getting older now, you know what I'm saying? You know, like this generation, this 80s generation, we are the OGs now. You know what I'm saying? So where we made mistakes and where we see that we made mistakes, we had to teach our new generation differently. You know
That's
what I'm
it.
saying?
There you go. Teach one, save one. That's what they say.
Because I'll tell you right now, man, I did the total opposite of what my father did.
Yeah.
Because I saw that his way didn't work.
It didn't work, yeah.
So everything I've done in my life is the total opposite. You know what I'm saying? And I had to create my own way.
Your own
Because
legacy.
a lot of things I wasn't taught, I had to learn through trial and error. And I learned through trial and error. Now I can teach my sons not to do this because these are the mistakes I made.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just basically had to watch and learn. And now that I've watched and learned, I can sit my sons down and teach them. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, I'm
This
telling you,
is how
that
we
ain't the
do it.
way. This is the way. This, and you know, I'm a Capricorn. So I'm a go by the rules type person. You know what I'm saying? I'm the tested, tried, and succeeded way. I'm always gonna go with that way.
Right.
I'm not a type to gamble. You know what I'm saying? I say, okay, if this way I seen that person win like this right here,
And it works.
it works. So why break? Why change something that ain't broken? You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I've always looked at things, and it works for me because of the decisions I made.
Question. Well, we're in the solution now, the last part of this, the endangered species, the black man. Rest in peace to that brother George. That I mean, scary.
Yeah.
So Beasley, him and I were going back and forth on solutions, and I gave my solution. You probably read it. I want to ask you, what is the solution to a corrupt judiciary system that does not really cater to the black man? It's been a problem from as long as I can remember now. What do you think? How can we change it?
Well, here's the thing, man. First thing first, we need to put our money together. Okay? And the reason why I say that I keep going back to money, because money is power. And right now, when the black man is looked at, he's not looked at as powerful. Now, everybody sees the power in us, but we don't see it in ourselves. So, as individuals, we only think about ourselves instead of us as okay, for instance, right? There's only so much damage whites are gonna do to whites. And they don't care if you're from Australia, France, whatever. Okay, they don't care about that. So when you even when we was in the Navy, when we talked to people, we talked to different white people, but some was from Scotland, some was from England, some was from, these different places in Europe, Poland, or whatever.
Yeah.
But guess what? They still came together under one umbrella for whatever purpose. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? So these different ethnicities of white people, Europeans, they still all came together for one purpose. And I even go back further to the different groups of white people that took over different parts of Africa. And you can see it with the different name changes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Get our money together.
exactly.
You say it's number one.
See, if we can get our funds together and make a decision and come up with a plan, and we all stick to that plan, because what happens is we end up having a leader, right? And that leader is assassinated, and guess what happens? Everything stops. So so we will follow the man and not follow the plan. Because if we all have a plan and we say, okay, we want this to happen, and we're all pushing towards that goal, it doesn't matter who the leader is, because we know what the goal is.
Right.
So it doesn't matter who they take out. we're still going towards this goal.
Right.
So we need to come up with a goal, make a decision on what exactly do we want, put our money together, and push it towards that cause, and we're good to go. So those are the first things that we need to do.
Okay, with this situation now, because burning down things, destroying whatever, we've done this before.
Mm-hmm. Not to this magnitude.
I don't. So you don't think like
when
the
the
stuff
last
happened in
time a
Cleveland?
police station was burned?
Well, the
because
police
here's the thing,
station.
statements gotta be made. Because guess what? I guarantee you, if a police goes out with the fact that that building he works at could be gone tomorrow, he'll think twice about kneeling down on another black man. If he knows that his actions is going to come with consequences, well, burning the whole city down, you'll tread lightly for at least another few years. But whatever it takes to make a statement, let it be known that it's not going to be tolerated, whatever it takes.
Except looting. Except stealing. He doesn't agree with that. I don't care.
I suggest black people arm themselves, not go out alone. That way, when something happens, they already know what the plan is. If I'm getting arrested, okay, let me get arrested. If it look like I'm being arrested unprofessionally, then make it happen.
Okay. Let me ask you, the judicial system. I told Beasley, we were going back and forth. And I'm like, the changes that we see today in the black community, it just didn't happen. Mm-hmm. It's more like a ripple effect. Someone did it years ago.
Yeah.
The reason LeBron and all these guys can move from one team to another, you watch The Last Dance.
Yeah.
Those boys couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. But they fought for it, and these guys are enjoying it now.
Yeah.
I was telling him, like, we need more. Right now, the black kids are being trained. The people they look up to, LeBron, rappers, Jay-Z, and I want to say this: Bill Cosby show, A Different World. That show alone, I forgot the statistics, but with that show alone, a lot of people went to college.
Yeah.
Just from that show alone,
showing the college experience.
Even Tupac was on that show, just showing the college experience.
Yep.
You know what's funny? Those are the ones we're enjoying now.
Mm-hmm.
That era is what we're enjoying now.
Yeah.
What I was telling him is this. You know, we all can say all we want to say about Bill Cosby. He did something huge for the black community.
Yeah.
What I was telling him is, instead of us watching all these reality shows, what is their name, where a grown man sleeping with a bunch of women, fighting each other, whatever, we don't have any show again
Exactly.
that focus on black lawyers,
Yeah.
black cops, like, you know what I mean? So it's so restricted now on what our kids look up to.
Yeah.
And I was telling him, all we need is, I don't care how you, you know, like what you just said now, the cops, they're going to feel it, they're going to do whatever. He said the same thing. I'm like, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you need someone inside that is going to talk on your behalf.
Yeah, but guess what?
How can we do that?
Check this out. It needs to be a lot more black cops in order to do that. Because here's the thing. The oaths that they take to protect each other, that's the issue. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you don't see them talking up. You don't see them speaking up a lot. Because they're a brotherhood. They are a fraternal order. So, you know, when you're a cop, you're part of the fraternal order of police. So there's codes that they can't break. There's rules so you got the fraternal order of police, and then you got the police station. The fraternal order of police has more power than the police station, because there's a lot of things, a lot of rules within that fraternal order that corrupts the police station. You see what I'm saying? And that's what's happening.
So, okay, so what are you saying now? Like, regardless How? Okay, so what should we do with the judicial system right now?
Well, basically,
You don't think all this positive image having our kids?
listen, we have to take over. We have to take over, like basically where it is all black police stations, all black everything, and police each other. But here's the thing, right? It's all within the heart of whoever is doing that job. Because hell, it's cities and it's black police stations in some cities, and even those black cops are corrupt to a degree. But it's just not racist white cops killing black people. You know, the black cop might be involved with some of the things going on the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But racism is the problem that we're trying to attack right now. And like I say, man, in order to make any kind of changes, we need to get our money together. We need to come up with a plan, decide what we want, and push that. And some, you know, even we don't use our money to make sure that what we want is put in place. So a lot of these politicians get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Why we don't come up with money to pay the politicians to make sure what we want happens? To actually get behind a politician.
Do you think lack of vote? Do you think when they say black people vote, do you think it will change it? Because we always hear go and vote, go vote, go vote. Do you think us voting, is it making any difference in the, I was saying right now, because I just think most of these Democratic folks, they have this sense of entitlement, which is basically,
you're right.
I'm gonna get a black vote, it don't matter.
Exactly.
And we are not seeing any changes.
And one, we don't see any changes in the type of candidates. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we actually need a black man, not mixed, running for president. Get behind him and support him financially and get what we want put in place.
Even then, though, but there are three whole, the three branches of government. Mm-hmm. It still goes back to the judicial system.
And we need black congressmen.
Okay.
We need black people
what
in Congress.
We're saying
How
now
many black people are in Congress right now?
I don't know.
Exactly. That's my
But
point.
you know what that means, though? A lot of us would know Trump. A lot of us would know Obama. When the truth is, some of us, we don't even know our mayor. Mm-hmm. We don't know our governor. We don't know our Congress, whatever. And I think that's where the issue is. I still believe voting works. We need more voice from the congresswoman, we need you guys to know your, like the stuff happening in Florida now, like you just said. You made one comment now. You said in Minneapolis. Mm-hmm. When you said that, I started thinking, wow, because it's that place.
Yeah.
So really, if we don't have... Okay. So one of the things I was saying is like, we do not focus on the little stuff. We know the president, we know vice president, but I just feel at this point, you know, the comments that Biden made the other day, like if you're black or whatever, you vote for me. Mm-hmm. It's just so much sense of entitlement.
Exactly. They can talk
recklessly because they know we're gonna vote for him.
But here's the thing, right? He know he's going against Trump.
Mm-hmm. He gotta be reckless.
Exactly. So no, it ain't. That's not what I mean. He can be reckless because he knows people feel like, well, anything's better than Trump. But if you listen to some of the things Joe Biden has said, man, it's like this dude is like going senile. Like he don't know what he's talking about either.
And that's what Fox News is using on it.
Exactly.
And that's what Fox News. Because this stuff you just said, it got me thinking, that Minneapolis, like, yo, you like, over there, the rules say, this guy probably can easily not do life.
Yeah. And
I didn't even know that. It just shows like we need to be involved in our local government.
It said that the most they could give him is 25 years, and he has to pay a fine of no more than $40,000. That's it.
He's gonna have people doing that for him.
Pretty much. I guarantee you right now, you look it up, there's a
GoFundMe
for him. And I guarantee you got more than $40,000 in there right now. And like, now this guy is a murderer. Everybody saw it. And he still has support. His group of people who believes in what he believes and believes in what he stands for is supporting him through everything regardless. And funding him. So he don't have to worry about a lawyer, any of that.
Already done.
Already taken care of. Now, he's fighting a murder charge. We don't support each other, and our friends could be starting a business. You know what I'm saying? Trying to, do something life-changing for themselves. He's fighting a murder charge, and he got all kind of support.
Jesus Christ. So, we're wrapping it up now. Go ahead now. If you just look at everything, how would you say now? We want to say, first of all, let's just say, rest in peace. Safe journey to this brother, Brother George. Safe journey. Rest in peace. It's scary. Be safe out there, man. It's scary, man. You raising a young king. I'm raising a young king. We both kings, and it is scary. I mean, what else you got to say for us to wrap this up, man?
Man, it's been a great discussion. It's heartbreaking that, these things are still happening to black men in 2020. So my message is to arm yourself, protect yourself, stick together, go out together, and make sure things are happening accordingly. This is the world we live in right now until we make the changes.
Well said. Y'all be safe. Just be safe, man. And that's my whole thing right now. It is scary out there, and I don't even know. You said there's no more good cops. This guy.
No, I'm not saying that there's no more good cops. What I'm saying is, if there is 10 bad cops and 1,000 good cops, and if those 1,000 good cops don't address what those bad cops are doing, then there's 1,010 bad cops.
Absolutely.
Because if you're standing there seeing the corruption going on and not saying nothing, then you're just as bad.
You're just as bad.
Exactly. You're turning a blind eye to it.
All right. Let's start teaching our young kids, man. Let's start teaching our queens, and again, one of the things you said now that I really think we need, man, we need to change the media. There's just so much garbage that our kids are sipping in out. One of the discussions I want to have with you, I know this is not the time.
Yeah.
Someone hit me up with it, and the reason I'm going to bring this up, Snoop is the reason. Called Gail.
Call who?
Gail.
Gail, yeah. I know about that. Yeah, I remember.
Called her the B word.
Exactly.
And it was huge.
Yeah, definitely.
So definitely I'm going to get Pablo back, man, and we really going to talk about some of the issue in the black community using the B word. I got a couple of sisters that I'm going to be talking to. I want to hear from them.
Definitely, because a lot of them call each other.
A lot of them call each other that. Yeah. We're going to talk about the N word, So there's some issue within us that we can say what we want to say at times, and we'll see if we can fix it. Because at times, when you say you want to make a change, people looking at you outside, like you said, what you wear, how you present yourself is how people going to respect you. Yeah. If y'all calling each other hoes and bitches, and then the other side does not respect you, maybe sometime, don't tell them. Yeah. Don't tell them. We coming back and we gonna talk about the B word and the N word in the black community, and it's a sense of enjoyment. I don't know, but overall, man, safe journey to that brother. George, what's the other guy's name? Brianna, what's Ahmad. Safe journey to you guys, man. Rest in peace. And God bless you. And each and every one of you, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself internally, man, before you can take care of the external. My brother, always a pleasure. Appreciate you. And shout out to Kenneth Beasley, man. I'll send you a shout out, though. I know we still going to be arguing later on today. Yep. So, I wanted y'all to listen more to this, my man. J. Cole, Be Free. Go check that video out. Like my bank account, you know. God bless y'all, man. Y'all have a wonderful day. Peace.